Good morning, you guys. Today is April 12th, 2023, and this is one of my early morning sew-ins that I do. Hi, good morning. See, it's really early. This is Becky from powertoolswiththread.com. That's my blog. I tell you guys that I do my sewing. I'm being quiet because my husband's still asleep. The dogs are still asleep. My camera's crooked. Hold on. I'm on my second cup of coffee. So I'm in the middle of making the Home Again Quilt Along. I'm doing the Quilt Along with Fat Quarter Shop, this beautiful two-color quilt. And I did all the cutting the first week. And then this week, so I've got together all 48 of the Flying Geese unit. Those are done. Those units are done. And now I am sewing block... this is block I onto the Flying Geese units. So I thought I'd just visit with you guys while I sew a little bit. Second cup. I got this cup. This says, this jelly roll is going straight to my fat quarters. Isn't that cute? Becky, one of my viewers, gave me this, and so I only use 2 coffee cups. I have a Missouri Star one, and I have this one. And that's really all I need. I kind of rotate them back and forth one day or the other. I had a huge collection of coffee cups, and I've been going through this this declutter thing for the last couple of years. I've been doing that, and I had to get rid of my cups. I've talked about this before on my channel, but Dana K. White, she's big into decluttering. She and Minimal Mom both talk about the container concept, that wherever your stuff is stored, that is the container for it. And my container for my coffee cups, there was no more room. And so I got into, at first it was, well, if one goes in, one has to come out. And that works to a point. But then I got to, I'm not even using these in the back anymore, so gone. They just, I donated them. They just had to go. We've got a donation station. Let me sew while we talk. We've got a donation station for the Medina Children's Home right near where I live, and so you can only take stuff over there during business hours. But still, it's a little feed store, you guys. That's all it is a feed store. And I live in a one-stoplight town. So I started taking stuff over there. Oh, my dryer. I've been doing a lot of laundry lately we have throw rugs. My whole house is tile. And so I have throw rugs around only because I have a dog with 3 legs. And she freaks out on tile. Wow, this one doesn't fit at all. So if this doesn't fit, look at that. I got a good 1/8 of an inch to the outside, and then I'm off here, and I got about a 32nd right there. So when that happens, what I do is I trust the edge that should not be wonky on the Flying Geese, and the edge that should not be wonky is this long edge right here, because these bias cuts in them, and so they'll do their thing. So I'm just gonna stack these on this outside edge, and we'll over that, it'll work. In theory, that should work out. We'll see. So I've been going around here picking up, cleaning up. First thing this morning, So I got up about 5:30, and the first thing I did was put away all of my stuff. Yesterday was my last DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution, meeting as regent. Full meeting. Next month is our installation of new officers. And I am so excited about being able to just be one of the crowd again. I really am. I told the secretary, she sits next to me during the meetings, I told her she's going to be regent next month. And I told her yesterday, I said, you know what I'm looking forward to the most of not being regent? Is being able to sit with my friends. I have a couple of ladies that I'm pretty close to in my group. We had a lady yesterday in our chapter. Her name is Bobby, and she is the 4th great granddaughter of one of the defenders of the Alamo. So she is on the Fiesta Commission, and she came and gave us, because April is Fiesta in San Antonio, and that is the celebration of the battle at San Jacinto, where Sam Houston finally beat Santa Anna's army in 18 minutes, of all things. Isn't that crazy? That's a fascinating story. You know, I know the TV has made movies about the Alamo and all of that, and when you see it in person, you're like, this is it? It's pretty small. But it was a really good presentation. So Battle of Flowers Parade is the 2nd largest parade in the United States, only behind Floral Parade, I think. Floral Parade, behind the Roses Parade in California. But it's the only parade that has been put on strictly by women. And it's been around since like the early 1900s. The only time they didn't do it was during World War I, World War II, COVID, and one other time. But I really enjoyed it. It's what I love about DAR. I learned so much. We have the most fascinating speakers. So in the mornings, I get up and I make my first cup of coffee, and I put away the dishes in the dish rack, because I always seem to have something in there. And if there's wash in the washing machine, I switch it out. Right now I'm running the throw rugs. Where did I go on that? Because we have a new dog. I don't know about you, but I have a really sensitive nose, and I do not want my house smelling like a kennel. Oh, can't stand that. Cannot stand that. She did really good yesterday. She wants to make you happy. She definitely wants to please. Sweetest little dog. My last Australian cattle dog was mean. She wasn't mean to me or Keith, but she didn't like anybody else. We couldn't let her around children. She nipped my friends. She was awful to other people. She was great with Keith and I. But when we got her, the vet told us that her name, because she was papered, my old dog. So we used to have a cattle ranch, and we ran like 25 head. And my ranch neighbor, lady he went to church with, passed away. She left 3 Australian cattle dogs and 4 or 5 golden retrievers, I guess. She had a bunch of dogs. Anyway, she passed. and he asked if we wanted a cattle dog, and we needed one, and so we said sure. We want a female, because males lift their legs on everything. And we RV a lot, and we used to have a little male dog, and he'd go around and mark everybody's ice chest. That's horrible. The lawn chairs, it's terrible. So no more male dogs. Anyway. So we got her, and I called the vet about her, and she had her records there. And they said, oh, her name is Badger. That should have been my first clue. We just called her Blue. But yeah, she was mean. But this one, oh, she's as sweet as can be. She's the sweetest little puppy. And she is a puppy. They said she was 4. I don't think so. Now, she was pregnant when she came. Now, she came from a little town called Freer. It's F-R-E-E-R. Freer, Texas. And Freer, if you go down on the Texas Gulf Coast, there is a big city there called Corpus Christi. And then due west of Corpus Christi, there's a highway that runs between Corpus Christi and Laredo. And Freer is like dead center of that. That's where she came from. She had 2 tick-borne diseases. She did not have Lyme. I put them in my phone what they were. So when we got her, she was on a 30-day treatment of doxycycline. So she just finished that. And then she also had heartworms. So she's had her 2 heartworm shots, and she's on her 30 days of kennel rest. It's kind of hard because I can have her outside. She'll see a squirrel and phew, gone. And they say put her on a leash. She's fairly docile by nature. She lays around in the sewing room quite a bit. And then at night, she and my other dog's 16 and she's got 3 legs, so she's really slowing down. So they sleep in crates in my old sewing room on the back patio. We're going to Big Bend National Park in the end of this month. We're going to be off-grid pretty much for about, I don't know, 8 or 9 days. Oh, a week for sure. Hopefully we can do our live on Sunday, but I don't know. I don't know what kind of internet service we'll have. We're going to Lajitas. There's an RV resort out there. We're going to spend the night in Fort Stockton on the way there, because it's 5 hours out to Fort Stockton. And then 3 hours from Fort Stockton, I think. It's a long way. Middle of nowhere, West Texas. Boy, this one's all jacked up. Look at that. I don't know. Well, we'll do what we can. Might need a little steam on that one to force it. Do what I want. So we RV with all of our military friends, and we probably have, I don't know, there must be 10 or 12 couples going on this trip. We've had it booked since late last summer. And some are getting there the way we are on I-10, and some are going to go up the Rio Grande Valley and up that way. That's a little bit longer. I wouldn't do that. Then on the way back, we're going to spend the night in Kerrville. And if I have time and they're open, I might stop by Creations again. That quilt shop. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'm out. Y'all, I've been sitting here. How many have I sewn? I don't have any bobbin thread. It's early. This should go pretty quick. Okay. My husband likes a hot breakfast in the morning. I can have a bowl of cereal, but he likes a hot breakfast, and I'm not cooking it. So I make sure there's a hot soapy sink. And then he's pretty good about scraping his plate into the disposer on one side and dropping the dish in the other. So he doesn't do dishes. Ever. Not his thing. Do you guys watch Cass from Clutterbug? She used to have a TV show on HGTV called Hot Mess House. Her carpenter on Hot Mess House was a dude by the name of Wendell. And Wendell won Survivor. If you can believe that. I mean, I like that show. I've been watching that all the time. Oh, it's in its 42nd season, I guess. 43rd, I don't know. A lot of you ask me, how do I do what I do with the time? Disciplined routines. So anyway, Cass has this theory about what kind of organizer you are, or organizer you are not, and to come up with systems that work for you. It's not that you're disorganized, that you were using the wrong organizational system. So, I am a bee. And a bee likes I'm trying to remember how these go. Let's see. A ladybug likes non-visual organization. Everything closed up. Shove it in, close the cabinet. Right. So it might be big categories closed up. Doesn't want to see it. That's not me. I want to see it. And I would think that's most quilters, because we want to see all of our fabric and know what we've got, just like in a quilt store. So I like open, big open visual organizer in small categories. So that works for me. And if something is closed up, like my drawers, they have to be labeled. My husband is a butterfly. Big visual organizers, big categories. Once I learned how to understand his organization style, our life has become so easy. Went through his closet and pulled out, oh my gosh, you guys, you wouldn't believe it. This was a year and some ago. And just got it and put everything in there on huge big racks for all of his shoes. His shoes were all over the floor in a pile, and they came all the way out to the door. I couldn't even get inside to hang his clothes. And if I tried to organize his shoes, it didn't work. So that meant he had too much. So we went through and, oh gosh, you guys, I donated 2 closets worth of stuff that was stuffed in there that he didn't wear anymore, didn't fit, whatever. The only thing I didn't get rid of was his ball caps. He was kind of particular about that, and that's okay. So I pulled out, you know, the dozen that he wears a lot, and the rest of them I threw them in the washer because they were dirty, and then boxed them up and they're upstairs in the attic. And that's fine. And I got one of those big 4-rack wire shelving units and put it in his closet, and that's for his shoes. And he's got split level hanging racks, hanging rods. So we have short sleeves up top, long sleeves down below, and everything has stayed organized. I can't believe it. He's got hooks on this side for his overalls and that kind of thing, and his belts. And yeah, works. And that closet has stayed clean for over a year. I can't believe it. His dresser is actually a large entertainment center. It's a tall wooden entertainment center. We got it at furniture store, and he put a six cube unit or a 4 cube unit. He built a wooden 6 cubes. Yep. And it fits right in that big hole where there should be a TV. And it's nice. I can close the doors and open it up, and then it's t-shirts and t-shirts and t-shirts. stuff skivvies, or stuffed sock skivvies. Yeah, that works. My mother is a cricket. She likes closed up storage, doesn't want to look at it, and very micro organized inside of that storage area. That's her deal. Not me. I can't, you know, some stuff is organized, but not like that. What was the other one? Let's see. My husband's a butterfly. I'm a bee. Mom's a cricket. And the ladybug. Yeah. I don't have a ladybug here. They say most women are ladybugs. Shove it in the closet and shut the door. Yeah, that's not me. Now I'm finished. Oh my goodness. I got my little my cutter wedge. It has a little blade in there. This is from Sunflower Quilts. We have friends at the coast. Well, they live in Houston, and they have a house down. They call it their bay house. It's right. We're on the corner of the Gulf of Mexico and Matagorda Bay. Anyway, that's where the house is. So, why am I telling you this? Okay. Our friends Cindy and Terry her best friend is the lady who owns Sunflower Quilts. And she always has a booth in a prime spot at Houston in the Quilt Festival. And she sells, this is all she sells, is these little wedges. And this one was curated through the Fat Quarter Shop. But that's their logo right there. Do I have that? Yeah. Very handy. I got that one that you can put used rotary blades in, and that's in a Yazzie bag somewhere. Oh, you guys, it's tax time again. Oh my gosh. Taxes. Death and taxes. I gotta find the end. I can't. There it is. So, we got an extension for filing, but I gotta send in a check. Ugh. I gave my CPA the numbers, and the check she told me to send in was staggering. That app I use, Easy Expense, that has been great. I had told you guys about that a while back, where you just scan in your receipts, and I do that. Oh, it's wonderful. So now I have a full spreadsheet already of all the stuff that I bought and pictures of it. and who was there at the business lunch and blah, 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 all of that. Yep, what we talked about, everything. What video that item went on. Got to itemize all that stuff. What do I have here? I was listening. Y'all watch Joy Bernhardt? I was listening to her the other day. She was talking about something. This was right in the beginning of her video. What was she talking about? I can't remember what she was talking about. And she said, and then one day, your husband sleeps with your best friend and runs off and leaves you. And I don't mean to laugh. She was talking about something, and that just came out, and then she kept on going like it was nothing. And we're friends outside of the internet. And I called her and I said, I laughed. I just bust out laughing. That was not Jerry, her current husband. That was her first husband. I said, oh my gosh, Joy, the way that just rolled off your tongue. She says, well, I've come to terms with it. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You think you know somebody's life. You have no idea what they've gone through. Is that it, finally? Can I be done? There's 48 of these. Okay. I think I'm done. Yes, it looks like I'm done. Okay. So I also finished up you sewed together blocks C and G and then put together B. So those are done as well. We're getting there. I gotta go to the ironing board. I didn't disconnect these. I got in a bunch of stuff from the Fat Quarter shop. I'm an affiliate for them. They send me goodies. And they sent me these cross-stitch cards from Lori Holt. And y'all know I don't do cross-stitch. But I was looking at those and I was like, I wonder if there's a way that I can scan that cross-stitch card into the Scan and Cut and then digitize that image for my embroidery machine to stitch, cross-stitch. I would love to be able to do that. So that's going to kind of be a mission over the course of the year, I think. That would be cool. These are those new Guggenheim snips. You guys, I'm telling you what, I love those scissors. They are exceptional. Worth every penny. My dad was an aircraft maintenance guy for the Air Force. And he used to say, right tool for the job, girl. Use the right tool for the job. And those Guggenheim scissors. If you see an ad for them on Facebook or something like that, that's where I got mine. Money well spent. Do you guys iron like this? I like to put as many out as will fit on my ironing board and then press. It's very efficient. Let me move you over here. See where I scorched my ironing board? My husband was so upset. You know, I set it down and just I went to the grocery store. Don't know. So I have some more of this fabric. I think I have enough. That's from this quilt right here, this line. I think that's what's on the back. Yeah, that's what's on the back of that. So I think I have enough in here to cover this. If not, I'm gonna hunt some down. I like to use dark, because I get good contrast of my blocks on it. And if I make a mess out of it, which I always do, like this and whatever else is on here, it doesn't show so badly. In theory, I wanted to make like an elastic cover, because right now this one my husband uses staple gun and stapled this thing. Sounds like my husband's up. He's going fishing this weekend with the boys at the coast. So I'll have the house to myself with the dogs. Yay! Alright, well, my house is fixing to get busy. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Bye.